Pleasant good morning, pleasant good day, wherever you are in the world. Pleasant good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. It's your brother out of here now. And we in this space again once more. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to quickly share with you the total annihilation, the hardcore truth being told on Christopher Tufton in regards to his performance or lack thereof, where his position as the Minister of Health, or I should say death, is concerned here in Jamaica. Let's hear what Mr. Rattigan has to say. Without any further ado, remember to like, share, and subscribe. There are some things here I've never heard before, some situations which I will highlight. But for the most part, let's hear what he has to say. Yes? Let's go.
Trust me, he's going to deliver. Without any delay, let us go to, of course, our brother Rattigan in this place. Brother Rattigan, go ahead.
You're unmuted, Mr. Rattigan.
Thank you.
Let me just you really sound like Barry White.
I don't know as well. I'm running tonight, but this is a Saturday night, boys. It's not the Tuesday night or the Wednesday night. But anyway, Pastor Ricky mentioned mass casualty as a result of an act of God, but we shouldn't forget that there are pipe bombs coming into Jamaica, and we could have mass casualty as a result of the act of man. So we have to be vigilant about that. Now, let me be satirical and facetious. In other words, let me just joke out this thing a little bit. You know, this Minister of Health and Wellness was recently voted as one of the best performing ministers. People let that sink in. Let that sink in. You heard everything here from our panelists and factual. Juxtapose that. Compare that to what some in the media published recently, that this minister was one of the, or is one of the best performing ministers. It's thinking yet? Okay. Now, there's so much to talk about, but I don't want to hog up the time, so I'm going to go through this thing briefly. One of the things about leadership is that you accept responsibility. Yeah. And what I've noticed in this administration, from the top, is that they accept no responsibility. They accept no blame. It's always somebody else's fault why things didn't happen. It's not theirs. I remember on Lonesome's program when we interviewed this same minister, and he blamed the hospital administrator, the regional hospital administrator, patients, visitors. He blamed everybody but himself. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I know about leadership is that you take responsibility.
True.
And you either know or you should have known. When something happens on your watch, you can't push that blame on anybody else, because that's why you're there. You're there as a leader, and you accept it. And there's no excuse that I didn't know, because you're supposed to know. So you either knew and you did nothing about it, or you should have known. Either way, you're guilty. Now, when I want to find out about what's going on in Jamaica, as far as medicine, the practice of medicine, the medical sector, health sector, I don't listen to the government. I don't. I listen to a person who holds the title Regional Medical Officer, RMO, remember that. And that person is assigned to the US Embassy. That person knows more about the medical sector in Jamaica than any doctor or all the doctors combined. That person is there to train and also to collect information. And let me tell you, Pastor Ricky mentioned it about the travel advisory, but the travel advisory doesn't exist in a vacuum. Somebody did a report. That report was done by the RMO. And when he does his report, it goes to Washington. And when he does his report, he doesn't do his report in his office and just sends it off. That report, they have a meeting where they call heads of agencies, where all the agency heads, they meet once a week. And when they go around the table, and the RMO is supposed to tell the ambassador what's going on in the country as far as the medical sector is concerned. And when he's done, his report gets sent off to Washington, and it gets into that mix that's called the travel advisory. So the travel advisory, it doesn't happen in Jamaica. It happens in Washington, D.C. They send the report, and they said, fine, this is what we're going to do. Goes back to Jamaica, and they said, fine. Here's what he's responsible for writing. US citizens should not expect the same level of healthcare available in Jamaica as is available in the United States. This includes slower emergency service response times and less availability of care for illness or injury. Private hospitals require payment upfront before admitting patients and may not have the ability to provide specialized care. Ambulance services are not always staffed with EMTs, that's emergency medical technicians, and are not always readily available, especially in rural areas. US citizens should bring extra prescription medication, as common medications such as insulin can be difficult to obtain. Then it goes on to say, we highly recommend that you buy insurance before you travel. Check with your travel insurance provider about evacuation assistance, medical insurance, and trip cancellation coverage. And in bold and underline, they say the Department of State does not pay medical bills. So what they're telling you, Americans, even though it's a tool, they're telling you seriously consider about going to Jamaica. Don't get sick when you go to Jamaica. And if you recall, there's a woman who got bitten by a reef shark maybe a month and 6 weeks ago. She went to the hospital. I remember what happened. They told her that a doctor to address your situation won't be available for 2 weeks. She had to fly out, and she's now in the UK, where she went and had emergency surgery.
No, ladies and gentlemen, I was not aware of that. So you're telling me that there was somebody that lived in the UK that came to Jamaica and they got bit by a shark, went to go to the hospital to get surgery, and the doctor was gone for 2 weeks. So this was the only doctor that could have done it. Let me play that back because it's unbelievable. Listen to this.
Before you travel, check with your travel insurance provider about evacuation assistance, medical insurance, and trip cancellation coverage. And in bold and underline, they say the Department of State does not pay medical bills. So what they're telling you, Americans, even though it's a tool, they're telling you seriously consider about going to Jamaica. Don't get sick when you go to Jamaica. And if you recall, there's a woman who got bitten by a reef shark maybe a month and 6 weeks ago. She went to the hospital. I remember what happened. They told her that a doctor to address your situation won't be available for 2 weeks. She had to fly out, and she's now in the UK, where she went and had emergency surgery.
So, got bitten by a reef shark, went to the doctor, was told that the doctor is out for 2 weeks. The one that's supposed to do that surgery got bitten by a reef shark. Yo, let me tell you something, man. I remember when these guys were celebrating that actual travel advisory, and when I read it, I said, "Wait a minute, what is the big alabaloo? Do you have the people really read the details of it? It is terrible. It is telling you that our healthcare system is dirt, literally." And it's not so much the qualifications of the nurses. It's more about the equipment and the infrastructure, right? Like, man, listen, man, I'm gonna let the man cook.
So when they come up with this bogus thing that he's one of the best performing ministers, I just laugh because I know it's a joke. And this man is a marketing person, and I say person. Some people say he's a marketing genius. He's not. He's not. He can't even market himself. I think he was affiliated with something called Market Me, and it failed. So he got involved in an accident recently, and he went to the Ronnie Twait's wing, which is for the upper crust of society. And I think he got a sprained foot or broke foot. I think it's sprained foot. Had it been for something else, he would not go there. He would be like Aaron and the rest of them. He'd be in Miami. They have the Miami hospital on speed dial.
Never lie.
They don't do the things that require a certain level of training. And
embarrassing.
The doctors are excellent. It's the facilities. It's the supplies.
Exactly.
It's the equipment.
Exactly.
Don't have them. So even with the best trained doctors in Jamaica, them still can't help if they don't have the equipment that they can use to help you.
True.
So they always fly out. They always run. Mr. Tufton, Dr. Tufton, Minister Tufton. If you truly want to impress the Jamaican people about the position you occupy, why don't you and your family go down to KPH when you're sick the next time? Find one of those hospitals where they have issues. Go down there. Go through the same procedure as the people that you took an oath to serve. Go through the same procedure that they go through. The reason why you act so uncaring and unfeeling is because you're not going through the same suffering as those people. In fact, you're not suffering. You're not suffering. Things mention it, that when you should be busy taking care of the health situation in Jamaica, you're in Atlanta selling books. We know that. You have family members out in Atlanta, and so every time you come to America and some boondoggle, you end up in Atlanta. You end up in Atlanta. Even if the thing is supposed to be done in New York or Connecticut, you end up in Atlanta. If it's out Florida, you end up in Atlanta. And we know why. It's a boondoggle, and that's one of the reasons why I've constantly called for an auditing of travel, because too many boondoggles. And let me see if I have anything else. We know. We're acutely aware, Mr. Tufton, Dr. Tufton, Minister Tufton, that you are not the answer to the medical issues in Jamaica or the medical issues affecting Jamaicans. You're not. And it's shameful and it's disgraceful that we have a leader who installed you in that position. He knows you are failing. You know you are failing. Everybody on the panel know you're failing. Everybody in the chat know you're failing. Whole of Jamaica know you're a colossal failure. And yet,
embarrassing.
I wonder why. It's not just
Embarrassing.
you. Him have a whole bunch of people in a positions where they're failing.
Wait a minute.
In fact, I said I just want to be fair about the whole thing. And I was thinking, I said, there must be one minister that I can point to and say, no man, say one man out of the 49.
Not even one.
Out of the 49, because I have women in there too. And I struggle, I can't find nobody.
Hey,
It's the truth. It's the truth. I cannot find a person that I can point to and say, the one person that I used to point to,
talk about it.
Minister of Tourism, and I've since changed my mind.
Bro, I listen. Hey, man, listen, man. Me and RATTIGAN is on the same thought. Man, I have been looking through the entire JLP, looking for one amongst them that is righteous. And the only saving grace, and when I say righteous, I mean, they're just not totally evil. They're just not totally enthralled in wickedness. You know what I mean? Have some integrity, some character. And I'm telling you, there is not one in this. That's why I was so upset when I saw Senator Donna Scott Motley greet Daniel Rimple in the parliament when she was back. I was like, what? I'm like, man, listen, man. This ain't it, bro. I don't know if these people don't got no spirit in them or they don't have no intuition or whatever. They too close to the situation. When you went too close to the elephant, you can't see the elephant? Bruh. Ain't no way. No association. All of these people. None of them. I'm talking about all of them, in my opinion, is without integrity. They cannot be trusted. I'm talking about not even a little bit. That's how bad it is. So I'm with Mr. RATTIGAN. That dude was the only one, but he did something the other day. Y'all remember when they was talking about the biplanes was coming? I'm like, did he just embezzle? Did he just not embezzle? Did he just exaggerate that situation and then try to defend it? I'm like, isn't this the same DNA of Andrew? I was like, man, I got PTSD. I said, listen, there's nobody in the JLP that I trust. Not even one individual. I swear, on no level.
Because he's given me reason to change my mind. That's the only person I could point to and say, well, this guy was doing yeoman's work for Jamaica. And I said that because during COVID, I saw him traveling all over the place, trying to get people to come and make Jamaica a vacation, a destination. But I've learned so many things about him since. And I've learned so many things about him from people close to him. People close to him who tell me the things when do. That no, I can't. I really can't deal with this man here.
What? So I was thinking you had seen him say something. Nah, I was looking at his character. So you have more conviction than me. So you know some secrets? Man, do tell, bro. Do tell.
So we talk about the sheets at the hospital. But I have an ATI pending about the disposal of medical waste. I'm still waiting because the furnace then broke down and I heard that they're burying medical waste, including limbs, body parts,
What?
out of the country. And I'm waiting for them to come back and give me the answer on that. And the shifting, the docking, the diving.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, what? They're doing what with limbs? Nah, I gotta play that in slow motion. I said slow motion. Lord have mercy. I gotta play that back in normal speed. What?
But I have an ATI pending about the disposal of medical waste.
Yes.
I'm still waiting because the furnace then broke down and I heard that they're burying medical waste, including limbs, body parts,
What?
of the country. And I'm waiting for them to
Which
medical waste,
part?
including limbs, body parts
What?
of the country. And I'm waiting
They're burying limbs and body parts. What? Wait, what? Hold up, bro. See, this is why y'all gotta watch Mystic Sensation, alright? Listen, man. Y'all gotta watch Rattigan. Y'all gotta watch Mystic Sensation. Yo, what? Bruh. Wait. Nah, listen. Listen, Linda. What is actually going on right now, bro? Did this man just say what I thought he said? I'm gonna play that back again because I don't know. Something just ain't right.
so we talk about the sheets at the
Right,
hospital.
right.
But I have an ATI pending about the disposal of medical waste.
Ooh.
I'm still waiting because the furnace then broke down and I heard that they're burying medical waste, including limbs, body parts
What?
of the country. And I'm waiting for them to come back and give me the answer on that. And the shifting, the ducking, the diving. But I'm going to get the answer. In fact, I know the answer. I just want them
Wow.
to confirm. I know the answer.
Wow.
So the problem is worse than we could ever imagine.
Jesus of mercy. People now hear this. Breaking news. According to Will Rattigan, the furnace have broken down. And I didn't hear exactly what him say clearly because Byron was so shocked that him said, what? So, where are they burying the limbs? Me really try to hear that part there. Where them are burying limb then? Him say.
Parts
What?
of the country. And I'm waiting
They're burying these limbs and parts off the country. Is it off that he said?
for medical waste. I'm still waiting because the furnace then broke down and I heard that they're burying medical waste, including limbs, body parts
What?
of the country. And I'm waiting for them to come back and
Yo, I swear he said off the country, bro. This is insane, brother. Oh
give me the
my
answer on that. And
God.
the shifting, the ducking, the diving. But I'm going to
Wow.
get the answer. In fact, I know the answer. I just
Wow.
want them to confirm. I know the answer.
Wow.
So the problem is worse than we could ever imagine. Worse than we could ever imagine. Him talk about the parking lot up at UA Hospital. And I'm saying, well, wait a minute. Wouldn't it be better to use the money to build a parking lot to improve the operating theater or to buy supplies or something? But that wouldn't sit well with them because the money now make this so. So they fix the parking lot and they might charge an arm and a leg, but the medical service hasn't improved.
Crazy.
It makes absolutely no sense. The last point I have is that in talk about new standard for primary health care. New standard. New standard. Why is it then that we have substandard? Is that the new standard? A substandard. I mean, it was always bad, but it has it gotten worse. That's the only thing I can think of. And so, I said one last thing. Here's the last thing. This is the same person when he was asked on Lonesome's program about taking responsibility and all that. You know what he said about the salary? Him saying can't exist on the salary. And I was thinking to myself, nobody forced you to come take this salary. You decided that you wanted to serve the public. Service would have been a priority, not the salary.
Right.
And so I was shocked when he said that. But let's say it was a salary. Him just get a 300% raise. And I ask you, Jamaican people, the people in his constituency particularly, have you seen a better performance from him since the 300% raise? Or have you seen worse or the same?
Mighty God.
Have you seen a better performance from him for the 300? Because that
What?
was the whole thing, that
What an excellent question.
the prime minister said you get what you pay for. And he said, so we're going to increase it. And part of that is that we're going to have performance evaluation for people. And we're going to attract people, the best and the brightest, to come on board. Now, we have him already. And we have to look at him. Forget about who are come on board. We have him. Can you tell me, people in his constituency, can you honestly look yourself in the mirror and say that since he got the 300%, he has been performing like somebody who got a 300% raise? Can you honestly say that?
Nope.
I don't think you can.
Nope. None of them can say that. Not even one. Nobody can come and say. None of them has performed better since they have gotten their raise. As a matter of fact, they have been more laid back. Them just start try one let them do something, you know, since the election is drawing near. Everybody is cutting ribbons. You know, that's it. There's no real tangible thing going on, to be honest with you. Yes, man, this is ridiculous, bro.
If you're truly honest, you can't say that.
Can't say that.
Well,
Man, shout out to Will Rattigan, man. I did not know that a lady got bit by a shark. And could not get a doctor out here to do the surgery because they was off for 2 weeks going to somewhere else. I also did not know that the furnaces are not working and they're burying the limbs and the medical waste including limbs, off the island. And this Christopher Tufton got awards for being, yeah. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I keep telling y'all, these people are evil. Alright, follow me on all platforms. Follow me on all platforms, alright? Click the notification bell and click all. You got Bolo VNR 2.0, Bolo VNR, Bolo VNR clips, and Bolo TBV. We got some, you know what I'm saying? We got different things going on each platform. So I suggest you sub up to all of them. And yeah, thank y'all. Alright, see you. Be safe out there. God bless.